Have you ever stopped to think that today you're alive, even though yesterday you didn't believe it was possible? Who said the road would be easy? Jesus never promised ease, but he did make us a promise: can be light. He said he would exchange our burdens with his. I already took your place on the cross. What was meant for you I carried, and what was mine by right I gave to you. But that doesn't mean the path will be simple, brother. If we lose everything but keep our faith, we've lost nothing. Because faith unlocks the supernatural. It turns someone who has nothing in the eyes of the world into someone complete in the eyes of God. I no longer move based on what I see. I move based on what I believe. If you hold on to the faith God placed in you, nothing will be impossible. Maybe now is the time for you to trust God, the one who answered you today, even when yesterday it seemed impossible, and believe he will still be part of your story tomorrow. One word can unlock a destiny. One word can raise the dead. Our decisions have consequences, short-term, mid-term, and long-term. And often it's the small actions, the ones that seem insignificant, that shape our journey. Do you know why many people never get what they want? Because they don't even know what they want. We only value what we had after it's gone. While it was in our hands, it seemed ordinary. But once it leaves, we realize how precious it was. We fail to see with a sensitive heart. Only when it hurts do we really feel. Pain forces us to express feelings we've kept buried. So many times we complain, when we should be declaring what we want to see. Faith isn't about describing what's happening. It's about speaking into what will happen. So stop complaining and start declaring, in the name of Jesus, the reality you believe in. Maybe what could have been a source of stress in your home is meant to become a pillar of strength. Because it's not about what surrounds you. It's about how you see what's around you. I want to invite you, in the name of Jesus, to understand why so many don't live their purpose. They don't know where they're going. You might already be living where you once dreamed of being. Yet now you're anxious for a new future. And when that future arrives, you're already chasing another. This is something I've seen too often in our generation. When the future finally becomes the present, finds us absent, because we're always dreaming about the next thing. It's painful to admit, but some people only understand the value of life when someone close is taken from them. Have you ever been to a funeral? It's a lesson. You walk out more affectionate, more sensitive, more grateful. You become thankful for the air in your lungs. When you realize the person in the casket was missing just that, or you value the heartbeat in your chest. You value the spouse by your side. And sadly, often only when they're gone. Sometimes we say the right words too late. Go to a funeral where someone lost their father, without ever saying, "I love you." It's devastating. You'll see someone clinging to a coffin, shouting, "I love you." But those words no longer reach anyone. Because some words only have power while there is still life. Your position defines your limits. It's connected to your faith, to your family, to your calling. There are miracles you're expecting, but you haven't taken the first step of faith. You cry out for rain, but you haven't prepared the ground. And God says, "If I send rain now, in the condition your fields are in, it will destroy your harvest. I won't bless you like that. Get ready to receive what I want to pour out on you." You need to position yourself in the direction of your miracle. Don't let your life get to the point where hope no longer exists. Because time has already passed. You don't need to lose to recognize value. Someone who isn't a king yet but behaves like one is ready to sit on the throne. Here's a clear example. God anointed David. David was the unlikely one, the forgotten one, invisible, even to his father and brothers. But from that day forward, in God's eyes, David was king. To men, Saul still sat on the throne. But to God it was already empty. Some thrones you're staring at may look occupied, but in heaven they've already been vacated. You may look at your crisis and see no way out, but Jesus looks at it as already defeated. He's saying, "Why are you anxious about this situation? I know your future. Understand this, brother." Jesus doesn't live inside eternity. Eternity lives inside Jesus. He knows the past and the future of eternity itself. That's why some crises don't even make sense in heaven. We might face financial hardships, but Jesus already knows what provision is coming. And He's telling you today, don't stress over what you haven't moved to live. Don't complain about the results of choices you didn't make. To live the life you dream of, you must let go of the life you're clinging to. 2 Chronicles 7 verse 14 says, "If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven. I will forgive their sins and heal their land." There's a condition here. God is saying, if you walk by faith, heaven will respond. The gospel is not about comfort. It's about purpose. That's why the math often doesn't make sense. Brother, who said it would be easy? I want to encourage you to take a stand toward your purpose, toward the future God promised. Anything less than that will never be enough. As Psalm 126 verses 5 to 6 says, "Those who sow in tears will reap with shouts of joy. He who goes out weeping, carrying seed to sow, will return with songs of joy, bringing his harvest with him." But here's the truth. I can't do for you what only you can do.